Everyone, my name is Emmy. Today I'm going to read about Leonardo Lives On in Achieve 2000 Literacy. Long live Leonardo da Vinci! Although the year 2019 marked the 50th anniversary of the death of Leonardo, a creative genius who was a very big deal back in the Renaissance area. His legacy remains alive and well. Leonardo earned the patronage of the nobles and the rulers of his day. And his reputation has only grown over the centuries right up to today, when he was revered by world leaders and everyday people alike. At the commemorative event held in May of 2019 on the anniversary of his Leonardo's death, the presidents of both Italy and France paid homage to the man at his tomb in Amboise, France. What did Leonardo do to deserve all of this veneration? Plenty. For starters, he is arguably the best-known painter of all time. The creator of, among others, masterpieces, the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper. But his art is just art. It's just one aspect of his genius. As Leonardo was as inventor, as scientist and architect, a sculptor and musician, and a mathematician, developing new ideas in physics and statistics and anatomy. In other words, he was all-around virtuoso, a naturally talented polymath, who was the architect Paul Renaissance man. These accomplishments are even more impressive when considered that although he was apprenticed to an artist, he has surprisingly little formal education. Another reason Leonardo is so revered today that he was astonishingly forward-thinking of a person who was born in the 1400s. For example, he was a vegetarian who was deeply concerned with animal welfare. One antidote told him that he bought captive birds in the marketplace, just so he could set them free, either because his painters pained him to see them confined in cages, or because he wanted them to scientifically observe the flight of clothes, or both. More importantly, in terms of his legacy, some of his theories and innovations were centuries ahead of their time. His dissidents contained a wealth of notes on groundbreaking scientific observations and theories, as well as ideas with technological innovations. He designed an armored tank, a portable bridge, a submarine, and more than 4 centuries before the helicopter was invented. He sketched detailed diagrams of a flying machine that would take off vertically with the skill of an engineer and dramatic flair of an artist. Leonardo also produced more fanciful inventions such as a mechanical lion and Perseus, today's robots, that was presented to the King of France in 1515 to the amazement of rapt audiences. The regal, leonine automations could walk all on its own. Ooh, I have a secret compartment in his chest. Popped open. Aye, and review of fleur de lis, a floral symbol of the French monarchy. Ooh la la. I don't know how to speak that. Some of the forward-thinking ideas in Leonardo's core dissidents though, are backward in one respect. The ways they've been written down. Leonardo has often used a technique called the mirror writing, starting the right side of the page and moving to the left, producing text that mirror image of traditional writing. He may have done it just to make it harder to potential snooze, to steal his ideas, and to avoid smudging the ink. Because while this and basic trust artists can write with either hand, there's evidence that he usually did this also with the left. Leonardo's had been gone for 5 centuries, but there were no sign that his legacy will fade anytime soon. It is likely that in the 2519, on the 1000th anniversary of his death, admirers will be visiting his grave to commemorate the man and pay tribute to his genius. The Associated Press contributed to the story. Now gonna make definitions. Preternaturally means that overweight, unusual, or exceptionally. Precursor means that forerunner, person, or thing that comes before another of the same kinds. This is the end of making definitions. And read about Leonardo lives on in the Jesus of Literacy. And my name is Sammy. Thank you for listening.